morning. So today I thought I would show you a little something different. I am going to do a hair tutorial, which I haven't done in a very long time. If you are a long-time subscriber of my channel, you know that I used to do a lot of hair tutorials and I've kind of not been doing that anymore. But recently I purchased the Dyson Airwrap. So the first thing I did when I bought this was I looked up tutorials on how to use your Airwrap on YouTube, and almost every single tutorial I found was just how to use it to get those big voluminous glamorous curls. And if you were paying attention, you will notice that sometime around the half of last year, I started filming a lot of YouTube videos with those big curls. There was actually this one video where I think I did the entire video with the curls because that's the only way I knew how to use this thing. And so many people commented like, girl, your hair! You guys really noticed. But I didn't address it at that point because I was honestly very hesitant to talk about this because I know it is such a pricey item and I don't want anyone to feel like they absolutely need this in order to style their hair. I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. I have no regrets buying it. I use it all the time. And I feel like it has streamlined my hair styling process so much. So I wanted to do a video where I showed you how I use it in an everyday context, because I think after a couple of months of learning how to do the big voluminous curls, I'll insert some clips and photos here if I have any. It does look nice, but it takes so much time. Like, whenever I do that, it takes me almost 30 minutes just to do my hair. And honestly, it's a lot. Like, it's too much in real life when I'm just doing like everyday things. Like, I'm running to the grocery and I have like big glam curls. It's weird, it's too much. So I stopped doing that for a while, and I've learned another way to use the Dyson in a more everyday context, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what I do for like every day when I'm just rushing to get out of the house. Maybe I'm going to the office, I don't have any events, or I don't plan on seeing any people, or I don't plan on filming any YouTube videos. I'm gonna show you what that looks like on this half of my face, and then how I style my hair when I feel like getting a little bit more dolled up, but still for every day. I'd say my like kind of everyday simpler half takes me about 5 minutes to do on my entire head, and then the more styled version takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on how wet my hair is when I get started. So let's get started on that. First thing you want to do is section off your hair. So my hair is already somewhat dry. It's not completely dry, but it's a little bit dry because I did do my face first. I usually do 3 sections. So the bottom section. Alright, so it's dry here in the front. I always notice these front pieces dry so much faster, but it's very wet here in the back. So I'm gonna go in with the blow dryer attachment first. I forgot to say, if you are working with any heat on your hair, definitely put on some heat protectant. Always important, never skip that step. Alright, back to drying. Okay, so I would say my hair is mostly dry. It's still a little wet down here at the tips, but everything else is kind of dry. So now I'm gonna go in with this. I think they call it the hair smoothening attachment. It just basically looks like a brush. I will only use this attachment, and I'll show you what that looks like on this side of my head. So there, that's what that looks like. That's basically all I do, and I do that for the rest of my hair going up this way. As you can see, I started with the front pieces of hair because, like I said, those dry faster than the back pieces. So this was still wet when I got to it, but this was already pretty dry, and you do kind of want to have a little moisture left in your hair when you're styling it because it just gives it something to, I guess, do. I don't actually know. So now for the more styled part of my hair, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start off with the same step and then move on to the next step. So once again, taking a smaller section and then just starting at the front of my hair, which is, as you can see, already kind of dry. Okay, so done on both sides. I am now gonna go in with the big curler brush, the larger size one. I'm gonna turn up the heat to the highest heat, still on medium fan speed. And then what I like to do is I just wanna give my hair a little bit of a CCurl. So which direction is the wind going? Yeah, I think that's right, let's see. Nope. I always mess this up. All right, so turn that to have your hair coming in towards your face. So all I'm doing is I'm gonna take a section, I'm going to hold it this way, turn it off, then pull it out. It gives you a little curl. This is a bit too much, but it always dies down, so I don't worry about that too much. So basically, I just give the ends of my hair a little bit of a curl. Because you've smoothened this part and then you give the end a little curl, it just gives you this more blow-dried, like, kind of, I don't know, like you've really put the effort into your hair effect when really all you've done is... So you saw there the hair that I wasn't holding was starting to get picked up by the wind because the wind is pretty powerful. So when that happens, sometimes I'll turn it down, sometimes I'll just hold on to it while I'm curling it. I'm literally just getting the very end section of my hair. When I'm doing this on my own, I'm usually like watching a show off to the side because I can just do this with one hand. All right, let's move on to the next layer. And basically repeat that same process. That's really all there is to it. So I'd say this step, the blow drying step, is really just to take my hair from sopping wet to kind of just a little wet, just a little moist. I'm so bad at describing this. All right, so the second layer gets a little bit trickier because there is already that layer underneath that you've dried and styled. So I'm more mindful and more careful about not getting that layer because I've already dried it. But basically, you're just doing the exact same thing. Sometimes, because I didn't brush it out, which is a mistake, you should brush it out. Sometimes your hair gets kind of tangled, and since this is a brush, I'll just turn it off and then literally brush it out then and there. Obviously, because I can't see the back of my head, all I'm doing is I'll reach back and kind of feel where there's still a little wet hair, and then that's the section that I will grab and style. I also like to merge both layers, if that makes sense, where I just kind of take everything and then just give it one quick brush through. I honestly don't know if that does anything, it's just something that I always do. All right, moving on to the other side. I understand there are some people who wouldn't want to spend this much time on their hair early in the morning, but to be honest, I really enjoy it. Like, I genuinely enjoy doing my hair. And I feel like it makes such a difference as well, like to my mood. It just completes my outfit, it completes my look. All right. So this side, I was a little bit more mindful because I already had that curl underneath, but to be honest, it's not that big of a deal. If you accidentally smoothen out the bottom layer, you can always just recurl it. Okay, see? And then you can already see like how much curlier this second layer is versus the first layer, which obviously is longer, but it's already starting to drop. So it just gives you like just that little bit of, you know, a little some. I find I get the best results when I hold on to the strand, because then the wind doesn't like blow everything in every which direction. And then even before I curl it, I can already see it has a bit of a curl from just this brush. All I'm doing is kind of emphasizing that same curl. So all right, this is what we're looking. 2 layers in, 1 more layer to go. So I'd say the top layer of hair is probably the trickiest to do. It's going to be a little difficult to do now because I'm doing 2 different hairstyles on either side of my head, but we'll figure it out. Heat protectant. Let's dry it a little bit first. Okay, lovely. All right, starting off with this side. So what I like to do is I like to brush it down and then pull it up and then brush it up that way. So I'm brushing it down to kind of like get rid of those little baby hairs that pop up, and also I tend to get like a little bit of a curl, like a little kink in my hair just here. So I'm trying to like brush that out of the way. And then I brush it up the rest of the way to give it some volume that I've taken out from brushing it down. And also because I really enjoy this, like how it kind of frames my face in that way and curls the opposite direction. It's really hard to do this because I don't want to talk. I want to explain what I'm doing, but I don't want to take so long that my hair dries and I can no longer style it. Back portion, as you saw, I didn't bother brushing it down. I just kind of brushed it up to give it some more volume. See? Do you see how this side goes down, but then this upper layer is distinct because it kind of goes in the other way? I just like the way that looks. Let's do it on the other side quickly. All right, now the only thing I do differently is for this top section of hair, what I like to do is I like to flip the airflow to the opposite direction. So now it's curling outwards instead of curling inwards. And I kind of just lay it right here at that top layer where I want to emphasize this swoop going out. And I just go like this. Ta-da! So basically I hold down the bottom layer that I've curled inwards, and then I allow the top layer to get curled outwards. And it does that nice face framing thing that I like. See? So sometimes, even if I'm just doing my everyday hair, I will just comb it straight completely like I did on this side, and then finish it off with this on top. Ta-da! And I feel like, I don't know, I just like it. I like it. It's a little effortless curl. So that is how I do my everyday hair. Simpler version, more effort version. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little extra, and I feel like, especially here on top, it's looking a little flat, I will take the smaller curling brush, and then I'll just kind of lift up this top layer, and then go like this. Just to give it a little bit of volume. I'm tilting all the way to the side because my mirror is behind you guys, and like I need to see what I'm doing, and I can't see based on the tiny monitor on the camera. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side because it's one thing to have like more curl and less curl on this side. I can kind of get away with that for the rest of the day, but it would be really weird to have like a bump on one side of my head and not on the other. So I just twist this to go in the other direction, lift up that top layer. Cute. All right, so that's it. That's how I do my everyday hair. You could obviously achieve this exact same hairstyle using a blow dryer and a round brush. The Dyson itself is not like mandatory, but It just makes things so much easier and so much faster for me, which is why I loved it. And this is just what works for me right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It's been a while since we had a hairstyling video. Be sure to leave a comment down below on what kind of videos you want to see from me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! Too precious with it. After a few more days of this, just playing and seeing what I liked and adding more of that, I actually really like the outcome. I hung this up next to my desk, and whenever I see it, I'm reminded to always play and trust my instincts. Sometimes the unexpected can lead to the most beautiful things.